The sea is a destructive force. By the end of this century, it is estimated that over 7,000 of our homes will be lost to the sea, with the coast eroding at an average rate of 2 metres a year. Coastal erosion is a massive consequence of global warming and is a direct impact of rising sea levels. Due to the ice caps melting and geological shifts forming, our seas rise, on average, 3.2 millimetres per year. Positioned right on the battleground between the brutal North Sea and the edge of Britain is the North Norfolk coast. This stretch of coast here has seen maybe the most incomprehensible amount of destruction to date, with hundreds of metres of land lost just in a decade. All along here, there are miles of cliffs. With the increasing strength of winter storms, as well as the agitation from rising sea levels, these clay and sand structures practically melt away at the will of the sea, leaving what's left: rubble and tears. As well as cliffs falling, a massive fear is that of flooding. In areas with more of a flat relief in the south of England, rising sea levels creep their way up to the towns and slowly suffocate resources. In 2014, Southend-on-Sea experienced one of their most brutal floods to date. The incredibly flat seabed meant that the water had almost no opposition and resulted in many shops, arcades, and the Southend Sea Life Centre being flooded. Yes, I know. The water resulted in hundreds of thousands of pounds of damage, and the effects can still be felt today in the area. I said earlier that in 2014 the water had virtually no opposition, but there is a caveat to that. In 2007, the Southend Council spent £40,000 on sea defences, and the most notable of that was the implementation of rock armour. Rock armour is essentially a big pile of rocks on the beach, and it's there to stop the water going over the beach. They're positioned staggered in layers to absorb the power of the water to stop it reaching land. Adjacent to rock armour, one of the most common sea defences is the trusty seawall. Storm surges and large waves rush up the beach, hit these seawalls, and are essentially thrown back into the sea. Lastly, and perhaps most importantly, are groins. Groins are essentially fences. They help catch the sand on the rocks so it can't get thrown so far away, and this can really help replenish and maintain beaches. So there we have it. With cliffs collapsing and cities flooding, coastal management can help so much, but in order to save our coastlines, we need to act, and we need to act fast.